If you're planning to sell your home in spring of 2026, or you're considering sometime in the near future to sell your home, you need to watch this video right here. It is no longer 2021. And if you think that selling a home by putting a couple photos with your iPhone and some unedited landscaping, or simply putting your home as a FISBO on Zillow with no effort is going to work, then you need to think again. Buyers are fatigued. They are over sellers putting a home from 60, 70 years ago with no updates and are looking to get top dollar for their home. No one's lining up for your open house anymore. This is not 2021 where everyone was panicking to buy a home because COVID forced us into the suburbs and forced us to different states because of the luxury of being able to work from home. Things have changed now. Companies are calling buyers and are calling people who bought homes in the past couple years back into the office. So now, if you live in a remote area where people were sprawling to and running to because of the exclusivity and the affordability, if you're not near metropolitan areas or you're near major transportation where people who do have to return to work and have to rely on public modes of transportation and do not have it available in the neighborhood they move to, your property value in that area may see a decrease. COVID has given us a artificial sense of home inflation where people were running to areas thinking that, hey, I can maintain my lifestyle now and never have to go back to work 5 days a week in the office, 3 days a week. I can work virtually, or what people say now, work from home indefinitely. And unfortunately, a lot of the work from home virtual working schedules have retracted back to pre-COVID era. So now this is forcing a lot of people who have already shifted their lifestyle to being 2 hours, 3 hours away from the city to hurry up and get closer, or force themselves to sell properties that they paid over asking for in 2020, 2021. Now, if you're a seller and you want to take advantage of the upcoming spring market, you need to take into consideration that lackluster effort to sell your home is no longer going to work. You need to start working on options to pay attention to upgrades that are going to maximize the value of your specific home. Buyers have high standards now, and they understand the market is shifting into their advantage. So if you know things like your roof, your heating system, paint that has not been updated in years, and you have small curb maintenance that you've been holding off, such as leaves growing on the side of your home, you have siding that's falling apart. These are things you're now going to have to start paying attention to if you still want top dollar for your home. Smart improvements now can mean more money in your pocket later. A lot of the upgrades that many home sellers think is going to bring values to their home is not exactly what buyers are looking for. Most buyers are looking for structural integrity of a home that they can create a vision for themselves, especially if the way you have your home set up is not something that they may prefer or something they may see themselves maintaining or existing in for the next couple of years. So first of all, let's start with the curb appeal. All right. If you have grass and you live in suburban areas, it's extremely important to water it. Buyers pay attention to this. If your grass looks like that it's been dying, it's brown, it looks like you haven't aerated it in years, that there's no seeding, there's no gardening, there's no upkeep to the shrubs around your property, they're going to instantly and mentally take off $10,000 to $15,000 off the asking price immediately, even before they come to your home. So those little AI photo edits to make your grass look greener is only going to mislead buyers when they come to your first open house and they see your property and realize that the greenery the lawn, the maintenance around the property is not up to par. So it's important to prepare yourselves, especially now if you're still in the fall season and you're able to aerate your lawn. Kind of pay attention to those bald spots in your lawn area, or maybe maintain those shrubs that's been growing on the side of your home into your windows and crevices. Try to get a landscaping crew if you cannot handle these items by yourself. These make an amazing amount of difference when it comes to selling your home and getting top dollar for it. The most important things in your home when it comes to improving value: the roof. If you have an old roof and then you decide to upgrade it prior to listing your home, this is going to improve your property value immensely. A roof is a very important component of a home purchase. And having a roof where you can tell the buyer that's coming to your open house or coming to your listing, hey, this roof was recently replaced. You don't have anything to worry about. I have a 25-year warranty. This is going to last as long as possible. Makes buyers feel at ease. Why is this? Because it's one of the most important maintenance products of a home. Your roof is your foundation of your home. No buyer wants to deal with that beautiful kitchen, beautiful bathroom, beautiful hardwood floors if they risk the fact that water might leak into their home or one snowstorm might knock their roof away. Pay attention to the age of your roof, and if it's near the end of its life, consider replacing it to maximize the return that you're going to get to sell your home. A lot of people think that top dollar upgrade items such as a playroom, a man cave, a powder room is going to increase value to their home, but some of these upgrades are niche items. These items only work well for certain types of families. One of the most important upgrades that you need to pay attention to, especially if you want to maximize the return on your investment when upgrading your home, is the kitchen and the bathrooms. And if you are trying to upgrade this specifically to sell, try to keep a neutral look when it comes to these components of your homes. No one likes contemporary styles. You don't want to have a black cabinet with orange floors because you saw it in some HD TV home upgrade movie that some celebrity had in place. People like neutral colors. Neutrality provides them the opportunity to maybe customize it to their liking. If the cabinets are white, they might say, you know what, I don't like these cabinets, but I can color them green. I can color them blue. I can make it more neutral to my liking. So try to keep neutral looks, but try not to make it too dull. A lot of times when people are fixing and flipping homes and they're looking to upgrades, they do like a copy and paste look that every single new construction home tends to have. Try to keep it neutral, but show that you added some effort in trying to get maybe a mid-tier or higher tier select of finishes and cabinets, and not the low-end model that looks like you're just trying to make a quick buck and a quick flip. Pay attention to the details. Keep it neutral so that everyone who comes into your home, even if the space is not exactly what they want, they can see an open canvas to make themselves feel at home after they pay top dollar for your property. Consider who you're using and who you're going to collaborate with to sell your home. I know a lot of people like to use their cousin or their aunt or friend that says they're a realtor but only sold one home in the past 5 years. But you need to work with an expert that understands the local market that you're in. If you don't live or you're not familiar with that market, then you cannot be an expert in that area. Who's going to be around and assist with all those showings? Are you going to get an agent who's just going to send all other buyer agents via logbox? Or are you going to get an agent that's going to highlight and emphasize the work that you've put into your home? Those upgrades that you made, the history, the neighborhood, the amenities, how close it is to the elementary school, how close it is to public transportation, how peaceful the neighborhood is. You want someone who's going to identify themselves as a local expert and who's going to do their job, which is sell your home. I am not a fan of this virtual concept where people think you're just gonna put a lockbox in a home, send the buyer's agent, and now that buyer's agent's in there searching the MLS trying to get facts straight. Like, damn, what's the taxes? Has this been grieved before? Like, you want that the person you're going to hire has just as much interest in this home being sold as you do. Not someone who's going to sit there and have the home sit for 180 days, 365 days, and just shrug their shoulders and not give you facts about your neighborhood. Hey, Mr. So-and-so, we listed at $900,000, but we have some competition in the neighborhood. This home is listed for $875, a little lower than yours, and I think we're outpriced in the market right now. You need this live feedback while your home is being sold. The day you list, other people may be looking at your home as a comp and may be in competition to sell their home too. So you need somebody that's gonna constantly hold your hand through the process. The same way you would want an agent holding your hand when you're buying a home, you want an agent that's gonna hold your hand when it comes to selling your home. Buyers are flaky. People change their mind. I've had buyers walk away from a deal at contract signing. So just because people are lining up from the first day to buy your home doesn't mean they're actually going to sign a contract, follow through, and God forbid the appraisal comes back low. You want somebody who's going to negotiate and put their foot down to ensure that buyers do not waste your time and do not try to lowball you on your hard-earned and all that effort that you put onto that home that you've been paying off for the past 20 to 30 years. Now, let's circle back on that. Not only are you going to want an agent who's going to be professional and hold your hand, but you want an agent that's going to maximize the exposure of your home. Like I said, do not even dare taking photos with your iPhone. All right. You want fully exposed photos where people are looking at your home as if they were already there. Posting photos with your iPhone or posting photos at irregular angles already detracts buyers away from your property when they're scrolling on their phone and they realize that you have some low effort, lackadaisical photos that do not emphasize lighting, that do not emphasize the exposure, that don't highlight the features in your home that they'd want to actually get up out their bedroom and go to an open house to go see. Take the time to get a professional who's going to work on a floor plan, do a 3D plan, who's going to highlight the features of your home with a beautiful description that's detail oriented, who's going to put the correct information on the MLS. God forbid you find someone who puts the wrong taxes on your home and the buyer's hot and ready to put an offer just to find out, oh man, I forgot the village tax. I forgot the town tax. I forgot the city tax. Things like that can derail a deal. So you want somebody who's going to pay attention to detail from day one to ensure your home sells for top dollar. No one wants or is going to even waste their time paying over asking for a home that doesn't even have professional photos. Drone shots are extremely important now too. One of the number one questions that buyers are always asking when they come to my listings with my sellers is how old the roof is. Yes, I could tell them, hey, it's 5 to 10 years old, and they are going to get the answers when they see their inspector, but that drone shot really makes a difference. If there's any imperfections or if there's any aging to your roof, a drone shot photo that's not edited, that's not AI, is going to highlight, hey, this roof really does have some time left. They could even share it with their inspector, and even he'll give them a good idea like, yeah, this roof has at least 15 to 20 years left in it. And people want to make sure that they're buying an investment that they're not going to overspend even after they spend top dollar. No one wants to correct your neglect of the home after they already overpaid for it. So get the professional photos, pay the extra money, get the videography. Your home should be like the new Bugatti that's coming out. You should have a coming soon video. Your agent should be able to, if you're not selling, go to your neighbors. You should be able to show your neighbors your listing, show your friends your listing and be proud. Like, wow, your home looks really nice. I'd buy it for myself. So do not shortcut on showcasing your home and highlighting the features that you need to sell your home for top dollar. My name is Matt. I'm a local real estate broker here on Long Island. And if you're looking to sell your home in the near future or in 2026, click the link in my description and head over to our free home seller consultation. Schedule a call with us, and we'll be happy to discuss options on how we're going to sell your home for top dollar and maybe even above asking. If the numbers are right, your home looks good, and we strategize together, we can make your pocket we can make your pockets large by ensuring that you're working with a professional who understands the local area that you live in. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate in New York City, Long Island, Westchester, click that link as well. Give us a call, and we'll love to put you in a free home consultation so we can meet your real estate goals.